Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about Extraction 2. Things get personal. And this movie right here is also is directed by Sam Hargrave. Here we got Chris Hemsworth back as Tyler Rake on another mission. Now, in the last movie, he gets badly injured. He falls off a bridge, nearly drowns, almost dies, but he gets found and he gets resurrected like the mighty phoenix. And he has to go through some recovery. He's a little banged up, but then the mighty Idris Elba comes down and says, "Hey, bud, I got a job for you." And he tells him what the job is, and then he managed to dig deep within his soul. He could barely walk earlier. Even though he went through therapy and everything, all the surgery and stuff like that, he could barely function. But he found the strength within to recover, and now he's back on the field again. He got his team with him, and he out to pretty much rescue this woman and her children from prison. Well, they're not prisoners. The messed up part is their husband is a criminal who got put away. Now because their criminal family has so much influence, he managed to have his family put in prison with him. Wow, that's love. Wow. Instead of letting his wife live her life and her children move on, no. I'm in jail, so you're in jail too. I didn't do the crime. No, usually when you say we, this ain't that moment. This ain't a we moment. This is a you thing. You committed the crime. You got caught. You go to jail. I'm sorry, buddy. I lived my life. And so now you got Chris Hemsworth hired in to rescue this woman and her children to get them out. And then you had the son who's, he's stupid. And it's because even though he knows what his father's been good to him. Now his mother had been protecting him from all the hardness and all the crap that he done to her, and trying to keep him safe from all the criminal activities, so it makes it seem like his father's a good guy. But so now he's conflicted. Now he doesn't know, should I stay and should I be loyal to my father or my uncle, or should I try to go with my mother and my sister and be safe? And then you have Chris Hemsworth, and you find out his connection he has to this woman, and his past history with and why he about his wife and why they broke up in the first place and what happened there, and the sad tragedy going on with that situation. And you also have his teammates who are, I guess you could say, they're brother and sister, and the history they have, and it looks like maybe Nick. I'm not sure how to say her actual the actress's name. I don't want to mess it up. And it looks like she might be some connection she has with Chris Hemsworth's character, and how she might possibly be in love with him. Maybe, I don't know, but throughout this, the plot is pretty simple. They get hired to do a job, and they go out and do it. So before I get into the good stuff, let's start with the bad. The bad part is it's not really bad. It's a very simple plot. It's not that complicated. Not that hard to figure out. It's just that he got hurt. He's recovering. He gets a job. He's distracting people, and then bad guys are after him, and that's it. That's the whole entire movie. That's the movie. It's not that deep. Ain't hard to figure out. You know who the bad guys are. You know who the good guys are, and you're just watching people just trying to survive. That's pretty much it. That's it. And the only thing I thought was kind of funny to me was seeing how fast Chris recovered. That's the only part that I thought was kind of weird, because they didn't really show a good timeline of this, because they showed him earlier going through surgery. They even show him going through physical therapy as well. I mean, going through surgery and then physical therapy, and then it looked like he's walking with a cane. He looked like he barely walks. It looks like he's not going back to the field at all. Like his time in the field is over. He's retired now. He can barely walk. He can barely get up. And then he gets hired to do a job, and then all of a sudden, in a couple of days, he managed to move boulders and lift things and run. Okay, you can barely walk like 2 minutes ago, but that was kind of weird. Fine, sure, he's Thor. Let it happen. So you just got to go with it on that part. Sure, okay. So to move on to the good stuff. The good part is the action scenes in here are just amazing. They're just mind blowing, very creative, and the thing is though, they're not pretty fight scenes either. These are like they feel real. This it doesn't feel like beautiful choreographed fights. This feel like this visual hardcore, like in your face, is like this and every punch that's thrown, you feel it. Every slam that they go through, it's like it's felt. You just like, oh my gosh, when they shooting those guns that sound like this, oh my, it's like really visual. Like you really get immersed into this world, and you're pretty much watching Chris like tackle these amazing feats as well too. And then you got one of the characters, like I said, Nick. She gets, wow. This woman goes through a lot to the point that like almost unbelievable. You're still alive? How are you still alive? Oh my gosh! And like that, she went through so much stuff. It almost felt like the people who wrote the script hated her. It felt like they hated her and they wanted her to go. But wow. The bad guy was the bad guy. There wasn't that much to him. So like I said, very three-dimensional, like that, very one-dimensional character. He's the bad guy. That's pretty much it. It's not that much depth to him. I don't remember what the guy's name was. He's the bad guy doing bad guy things, and now you want to do bad guy stuff. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So not even much to that. So but everything else about the thing, it's a fun movie to watch. And they come up with a third one. I'll be watching that one too. This is a fun action movie. Very simple plot. When this thing takes off, it is a full on speed ride. You just gotta go through it. It's just like wow, it gets intense. But it still managed to squeeze in some moments of especially getting to know Chris's character and his backstory that she had with his wife as well too, and his ex-wife. And what happened there. So it has some touching moments as well too. And also watching the chemistry between Chris and the woman that he rescues. You find out more about her and their connection as well. And so it's also quite nice and lovely. And also seeing the story of the son, who's played by Andrew Zaparter. I'm sorry. He goes by Sandro in the movie, and you're seeing like his arc in here as well too, and things like he being conflicted with a bit between two worlds. Like this wants to be there for his mother and protect his sister as well too, but also being conflicted. Like feels as though he has to be there for the family, even though he knows the family is not really quite right. But they've been there for him and they protected him, even though what they were doing was wrong, and his father putting him in jail with him was really messed up. Instead of letting him live his life as a child and grow up and have friends and on his own, maybe his mom could actually move on and find somebody who she actually could be with. But no, but he felt as though that's just he convinced himself that his father is protecting him and keeping them safe from his enemies. And so it's so interesting when somebody's going through something really horrible. They manage to justify it in their head, while the person who do the horrible thing to them is good. And you see him finally, you see his arc in here as well too. So overall, the acting performance wasn't bad. I did enjoy the performance as well. As I said, the action scene was just amazing to look at. Even though it's a very simple story, I still have fun watching it. So I think to give this thing a grade, I'm giving it a solid B. I'm giving it a solid B. Yeah, I'm giving it a solid B. Don't take my word for it. Go check it out for yourself. Hoping you're watching, you enjoy, have fun watching it too. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up. Shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below. Connection to my social media. You want to follow me there? I really do appreciate it as well too. And also to my stores where I sell things like shirts and socks and everything else and whatnot. It's one of my shirts right here. This is my I Am the NinjaRabbit shirt. Many others as well. See some stuff about and stuff. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of life, I am the NinjaRabbit. Peace out, people.